Hello, good evening. How are you all? What day is it today? I think it's Thursday. Today I was hoping to do some unbagging of stuff, but my delivery of bits has been stuck at a Hermes depot for 3 days now. I think it's finally on the move, so it might be here tomorrow or Saturday possibly. But tomorrow we've also got the landlord coming round to have a look at the wall and do stuff, and so that's going to be fun. A little sneaky peek there. I've had a lovely day today, a lovely productive day today. I've changed my bed sheets, done my washing, tidied my room a little bit, not too much. Tidied my living room, done a load of listing, put loads of stuff in the garage, just a good productive sorting day. So I am rewarding myself, or have rewarded myself, with a bath and a Valium. Yummy. In the background today we've got oldies playing music underwater, a Rapture and Bioshock ambiance. That's obviously Nemo's Dreamscapes. And let's crack on, shall we? So I showed you this the other day in a video, but I thought you might like a closer look because it's cute. Look at the little elephant in a bath brooch and like hand-drawn background. See, there you go. Handmade by Caroline Bucknell, and there are some on eBay. I don't think they're going to sell for loads or anything, but I just thought, what a sweet little thing. I think it's made out of Fimo. You can just see a little fingerprint in the ear there, but cute, isn't it? Cute. Someone out there loves elephants, loves baths, loves small boxes. I'm sure everyone has seen some Silver Scene stuff before, not particularly, I say not particularly old. This is 90, so this is Silver Scenes by Marianne Story Jones. And if you look on the back, every single one is dated, so that's 1990. There you go. So I say not very old, but that's still not quite as old as me. Old enough, but cute little. What kind of bird did you say? Hummingbird? In a little heart-shaped wreath of flowers. That's pretty. Silver plated. Really cute. And then you might have seen me pick up this in one of Carla's videos on one of her day in the life where we do a little bit of shopping and stuff. I picked this up and I look puzzled at it, and Carla goes to me, so why are you buying it? And I'm like, I don't know. And yeah, it turns out it's a bit of a weird one. So this is stainless steel. It's a chronograph watch, except obviously it's not a watch, but it's based on a chronograph watch. And this is called Timepiece, see with a 1, Timepiece, made in Germany, and it's by Denise J. Reitan, R-E-Y-T-A-N, and apparently she's a German artist, an installation artist, and also makes jewellery, recycles things. When this came out, which is about 11 or 12 years ago apparently, it was being sold for 269 euros. So I'm hoping that there's still a market out there for her bits. We'll find out when I list it, I guess. I'm thinking it's probably gonna be the kind of thing that not a lot of people rush to get, but I just need that one buyer, don't I? That's all it takes, is just one buyer. I'm going to take it out of its little pot and just leave that here. You only need the one buyer. The right buyer at the right time, that's it. Okay, so this is what's in today's box of stuff. Yes, that's V&A, the Victoria and Albert Museum. New on card. Except this is from 2000 and it's either 2009 or 2004, I can't quite remember, but it is a lovely oxidized silver plate hat pin. Isn't that lovely? So lovely long pin with chain. There you go. Every purchase supports the Victoria and Albert Museum. I don't know if you've been to the V&A. I I think I've been about 3 times. Absolutely fascinating place. So much changes each time as well, and they've got like a whole Egyptian room and like different kinds of fashions. Yeah, it's just awesome. And the jewellery room, whew, dear God, like you could almost go blind. But yeah, absolutely stunning place. I highly recommend you go if you ever have the chance. This came in a little bundle of stuff from, I think, is it Richard, who approached Carla at the car boot. So thank you very much, Richard. There was a lovely little load of stuff, including a necklace with like what looks like a scorpion in it. Ooh. But this is really pretty. So this is by Swarovski, so it's got the Swarovski swan there. And I think this is from their, is it Moments or Memories? Moments range, I think. And yeah, so it's a Swarovski crystal rose, gold plated stem and leaves there. Obviously it just kind of reminds you a little bit of Beauty and the Beast and stuff, doesn't it, with the rose and that. But yeah, so thank you very much for that one. That's super duper kind. The kindness of strangers, eh? Lovely. Right, this I got in a job lot the other day. It's completely unmarked, but tests as sterling silver. Both bits do actually, because I thought it might have been 2 different metals. See, that one's a slightly darker metal than that one, but I've tested both and both of them are coming up as silver. And I cannot find any marks on there whatsoever. I thought that that might have been a sterling mark there, but I was wrong. It's just a nick. But it's quite nice and heavy-ish, but I really like these little bizarre little, I don't know what would you call them, they're not rivets. I want to call them rivets. It's a good industrial kind of look anyway, and it goes a fair way up my arm, which is pretty cool. But yeah, it's weird because it's so well made and stuff. You'd think that it would be, but yeah, unless it's just really thickly silver plated, but it came up bright red on the test, so I really don't know. If you've seen anything like that, please do let me know if you have an idea of what the maker might be. And then this one I really wish was silver because it's got a blooming weight to it. But this is stainless steel. Good thing about stainless steel is it doesn't tend to tarnish, which is awesome. But got this fab, it's almost like a rope, and then it's sort of been like filed down, that's the kind of look, and then it's all sort of dark inside, but you can still see through some of the bits. You can even see me, hello, with my floofy hair. But yeah, lovely heavy cuff. Again, that goes sort of halfway up. But that's really nice, like unisex bit of jewellery there, isn't it? Unisex is a good keyword, by the way, obviously. If you're not using it for things like that, then you really should be. Or ambisexual, I don't know. Another little bit of studio art here. I thought this was kind of cute because it reminds me of, what's that Woolworths plate pattern from the 60s? And it's got like a chair on it and they look like they're moving and stuff. Home something? Can't remember. Anyway, just really reminds me of that, like with the black on white and the fun little images. Homemaker, is that what it's called? Anyway, fun little brooch. Signed Nancy Angus. I think probably 4 out of 5, I'm guessing, and then 91. So I've looked up this person, they've got a website, they're still making stuff, but they make more pottery and things now, I think. So I don't know whether, you know, if there's a collector's market that they might want something like this. This might be slightly earlier, but always interesting to get a nice signed bit. Anyway, this little brooch you saw me pick up the other day, this is rhodium plated sterling silver. Now you see all the pitting in there. That's from where the rhodium plating is kind of coming away, and the sterling silver underneath is tarnishing. and rhodium is kind of stronger than silver. Let me just fix that pin a bit. This is a nice old Victorian pin, or Edwardian, I think Victorian. Comes out further than the brooch, and then there's like this sort of T-bar there, kind of hinge. But yeah, there you go. As you can see there, after Sir Thomas Lawrence, is it the Red Boy? Boy in Red? I think it's the Red Boy. But yeah, so it's just a print underneath, either plastic or glass. I'm guessing plastic, so it can't be that old really. So unless that bit is more modern, I don't know. What do you all think? Sometimes when things are like, oh, silver, and then that feels like plastic, you go, well, when was plastic invented? When was it used? Surely it can't be Victorian then. And I get very confused. What do you reckon? Anyway, there's some on eBay and Etsy, and some of them are listed as Victorian, so who knows? I'm sure someone out there knows. I just haven't found the answer yet. Some fab cufflinks. I like these, even though they're not really that rare. Oh, I've just seen that there's some writing on there, but I don't know what that could be. Oh, it's a patent number, that's what it says. It just says patented. But I really love the diamond cut around these, and obviously the tiger's eye. I think for like a retro wedding or a retro Christmas do or something like that. Proper fab 60s, 70s, modernist style. I love them, and they're in really good nick as well. So the gold tone, obviously it's going to come back off a little bit on these bits because that's where it rubs on the sleeves, but the actual fronts still look spick and span. Jolly good stuff. This I picked up, and I hope that it was sterling silver, but it is not. I think it's a low grade silver because I can't see any marks on there, and it doesn't go deep red on an acid test. It just goes kind of a browny red, which means that there probably is a silver content to it, but just not enough for me to call it silver, unfortunately. But the stones on there seem genuine. So we've got some lapis, we've got 2 colours of turquoise, and I think probably some coral there as well. And that is a handsome cross, isn't it? Would you say southwestern Navajo? I don't know. Navajos, I can't really imagine having crosses. Or could it be more North African? Perhaps Tunisian? Again, let me know what you think. I would say southwestern just because of the ingredients, the elements to this. But again, I've seen like Tunisian stuff using turquoise and lapis as well, so sometimes it gets all very confusing. At least I know what this is. These bits are glass. Glass that is pretending to look like stone, but it's not. The reason I picked this up, and this was from when I went to Bristol. Is it signed? I would have hoped it would have been signed Miracle, but I cannot see unless there's one there, but yes, because it's got Viking longship on it, and I do like Viking stuff, being of Nordic descent myself, apparently. I might do one of those tests one day, you know, where they show your genealogy and go, from Yorkshire, love. I wonder if they've got that on a, you know, as a percentage thing. You are 50% Yorkshire. This is quite nice. This was in a jewellery job lot, and again, it was very dark, so they probably missed it as being silver, but of course that kind of gives it away. It's got a lovely knot in it, and this kind of mesh chain. It's got a really quite nice weight to it, and I think on there it'll say sterling and 925 Italy. So quite modern, probably not very old at all, maybe even like just the last few years, but a nice little tassel, go lovely with a black dress. Lovely even for a sort of an Art Deco look as well, maybe. Or even a disco look. Disco tassels. Margaret's got a tassel song, but I'm not going to sing it for fear of reprisal. No. Right, some things I've got labelled in here. Copyright infringement, that's what I mean. Okay, so just a simple pair of red clip-on plastic earrings. Again, I bought these when I was in Bristol with Carla in the Barnardo's nearest the train station. They do say KD Denmark in there, and that's Ketty Dalsgaard. So I have searched for earrings by this person, this woman I'm guessing, but have not found anything. I've only found brooches and bangles. So I'm hoping a lovely pair of dark cherry red plastic clip-on earrings might be quite rare and of reasonable value. I mean, not loads. I'm not going to ask for in the tens, but certainly a bit of that, you know? I'm not sure if I showed you the other day. I showed someone. But thought these were pretty anyway. So I think Bohemia, so Czech with German, Austrian. Sadly, a stone missing there, but I think I might have a replacement. And then matching earrings, sort of matching in sort of style anyway. I have got a bangle very similar to this that I listed today. So, wonder if maybe I should, no, I'm not going to take it down and list it as a suite, I think. I don't know. What would you do if you had them similar? Would you list them together? Because I think obviously it's harder to find a suite, but I mean, I bought them definitely in different places at different times, so the likelihood of them actually being from the same suite, quite rare, quite difficult, I don't know. Right, these earrings, they're handmade, but I think they're absolutely delicious. And that's because it's got a lovely faceted labradorite. What a lovely stone that is. Just makes me think it's like, I don't know, moon rock or something. It's something so, I mean, look at that. That is so cool. It's almost like it's living underneath, isn't it? But superbly well made. When I think, like when I say it's handmade, I mean it's like artisan handmade, you know, not like Deirdre and Craft Group, or maybe Deirdre and Craft Group, and maybe she's really good. But I think these are absolutely stunningly well made. Lovely wire wrap, and then super cute little dangly beads. I think probably on a gold-plated brass wire, but really, really handsome. Can't remember where I bought those. I think that those might have been from Bristol as well, in charity shop. Right, I'm going to get a big bugger out and fill this bit here. Here we have a fab bit of probably 1970s. So gold with jadeite jade cabochons. Relatively crudely stuck on, so you can see glue marks and stuff. But nonetheless, still a lovely shaped necklace. See all these big round links. And then comes to a nice point with this square pendant. And then a chain with a barrel clasp. But yeah, so I think 1970s. And so I did test it with the Presidium to see what kind of jade it was. And it did go straight past nephrite and onto jadeite jade. Now, jade is still one of the stones where I don't understand where the value really comes from. Obviously, I've got a nice example of jade, so I can see it in that one. And obviously this is like cloudier and it's got more, so I get that. But I see, say, like some light coloured jade that have been sold for loads, like in the hundreds, and then what I think is identical being sold for £10–20. So I don't understand some of it. I don't understand. Anyways, cute little bit of silver. Needs a little bit of a clean up, but I really like this sort of odd leaf twist kind of shape, and the marker seats in it. It needs a little bit of a clean up because I don't know what's happened in there, but that shouldn't be too difficult. And it's quite weighty as well, quite nice. I think there is, it definitely says 925, and then I think there's some initials before it as well, probably. It's cute. Okay, something that I bought at the car boot. I spent a reasonable amount on this. I think I spent £12 on this. It's very rare to actually pick up some proper, you know, men's style jewellery. So we've got a nice ball chain and this kind of dog tag. This is IBB, and that's like the international standard sign for silver, I think. That and, you know, the weighing scales. But it still says silver 925, and then the chain says Italy 925 as well. But I like the chain for a start. This kind of brushed silver, I think, is really quite smart. And then just the nice chunky dog tag as well, I think is very cool. So it's nice that I've actually got a bit of men's jewellery in the shop that isn't just stainless steel. Because I do have some stainless steel stuff, you know, chains and bracelets and rings and things, but nice to get some natural sterling silver. Now don't worry folks, the last time I did a video, you know, where I tried out my blue bit, I was showing some stuff, but because I couldn't see where the camera was, I was going like this and not actually showing you guys. So there's a few bits coming up that I will show you again, because I thought they were too cool to not let you get a proper look at it. Now this I love, because it's just a bit of moulded plastic with, I can't see that being silver because I can't see any marks on it, but do you know what, I haven't tested it, so I don't know for sure. I should imagine maybe not, but I love this. Again, like a very Studio 54 kind of disco vibe, very small. I have got small hands. I'm sure that it is possible to do that and not break it. Watch me break it now. Don't break, don't break, don't break. Oh, how cool is that though? I think it's fab, this kind of faux tortoiseshell. And the fact that it looks a bit like a belt as well, like a belt buckle, I think super duper unusual. So I think it is vintage because of the size and because of the style of it. Oh God, is that a hallmark there? I don't know, what do you think? Am I dreaming? Am I seeing stuff there? There might be a little mark. I'm gonna test it anyway. It might just be silver plated, but yeah, it's fab, isn't it? Absolutely glorious. Proper disco. Oh, I got myself something the other day. And please do, if you recognise this hang tag, let me know. It looks like an S and a B. See how like the S is kind of scrolled into the B? So I don't know. But he's a lovely lion. I think he might have had a door knocker, because you see how there's like a hole in his, like behind his teeth. So I think he would have had like a ring like going through his mouth. But I absolutely love him, and what makes him even more cool is he's got a lovely Rivoli in the back of his head. What a beautiful stone that is. Looks like you can see forever in there. Or like a kaleidoscope. But yeah, he's stunning, isn't he? He's my keeper. So, sorry folks, Hands off. The lion is mine. Grr. I did some of those, you know, I did mystery lots for people for the auction, and one lady, because there's 3 of them went out, one lady, I still need to hear back from you about your decisions if you're watching this. And then another lady said that she liked Macintosh roses, so I sent her some of those, and I think she's very happy. And then lo and behold, some more turn up as well. But she had ones in sterling silver, and these ones are gold plated with enamel. But aren't they absolutely lovely? These are by Fish and Crown, so they are signed. Oh no, just by Fish. Oh no, it is Fish and Crown, though. But yeah, aren't they super pretty with the lovely enamel? Probably 1990s, were probably sold in past times. But always a popular design. Macintosh roses never go out of fashion, because they're always just very pretty, aren't they? Okay, let's show you one of the lovely bits from the other day. So I did try and show you the man in the moon. He looks a bit sad, this one, doesn't he? It's like he's a bit alone and he needs a little star or sun to go with him. But lovely in brass. I was hoping he might be gold, but I don't think he is. I think he's brass. But he's still very handsome. But yeah, definitely needs a little star or something to cheer him up. Don't we all? I think this was in that lot as well. A little pendant, but with a bizarre Celtic animal. I don't know, maybe a griffin. Can you see him okay? So, or a horse with wings, or a llama with an anteater nose. I don't know. If you do know what kind of strange Celtic animal this is, God, you would think the Celts were crazy, wouldn't you? And well, yeah, I mean, Welsh, Scottish and Irish, we are a bit bonkers, isn't it? But imagine with all the druid stuff that was going on, they probably took lots of mushrooms and saw weird creatures like that all the time. This is another bit of jewellery that I got from the same person that I bought that off. I also bought this chain. I bought this one because it is a classic toggle clasp with the heart on a nice Rolo chain, sterling silver. It's got that Tiffany look, and that's why people like it. These are not native to this necklace, so these 2 heart charms, even though they do look nice on there, but I think it's slightly overkill to have 3 on there. I think I will sell this as the classic 1 heart on the chain, and I will take these 2 hearts off, one of which is black enamelled, and I will put them, or actually that might be onyx in there, you know. But yes, I shall put them onto another quite chunky chain, because the jump ring on that is quite chunky. But yeah, nice. I think again this might be Italy. Yep, 95 Italy. It's even got a maker's initials on there as well, perhaps. But yeah. Always sell as well. Toggle clasp, heart, collar length necklace, or padlocks. Padlocks always good as well. Super pretty set of beads. Aren't these lovely? Glass beads. Now when I first saw these, I thought that that might be transfer print on there, but it's not, because it is smooth. So I think that it's in the glass. In the glass. Isn't that gorgeous? Maybe 1950s, do you think? But a super lovely collar length. Black and white. Gorgeous. Maybe oriental? Don't know. Look at them. They look tiny, tiniest little flowers. So pretty. And there you can actually feel the glass, like it's been pressed in. I love it. And I think I know someone out there that might love that too. Oh yes, now the bits that I was showing you the other day that I was kind of doing accidentally off screen. So this was my favourite bit, wasn't it? So this is enamel on brass. It's got a little bit of a ding, which I'm sure if I actually cleaned, it wouldn't show so bad. But also, it's just part of its history, isn't it? And then this has got a glass front. So this bit pops out. You kind of carefully get your nails in there and edge it out. And so you can keep, you know, a lock of hair or photos, because it's quite deep, so I'm guessing it's probably for little keepsakes like hair and stuff, rather than just a photo like you would have in a locket. But I absolutely love this. I think it's beautiful. I saw crazy price for one on Etsy. They were asking for £195, which is bonkers. But you know, if it's the only one, who can say? And then this, I was right about it being one of those, was it retractable pencils? Unfortunately though, it is just missing a little bit from the end here, sort of like a nib, and then you would have put your pencil bits in there and you'd have been able to put it through the nib and write with it. But unfortunately, yes, it's just missing about that much from the end there. But I did find the maker for it, so Thomas Henry Vail, and also it is it's fully hallmarked as well. I think hallmark 1912, something like that. But one has sold on eBay for, I think it was £100, but that one was with the nib, and it also had, there you go, like a bloodstone at the top as well. But yeah, so one sold for £100, so that might be something that that I try and sell at least. But I don't expect to get the £100 because obviously it's incomplete, which is a real shame. But never mind. A few bits left to go. What's the coolest? Okay, this was pretty cool because these were on. There was a pack, you know, like a card like that, and I think it said like Principles. You know, remember the shop Principles? And it had a pair of earrings on it, and then these were like also added onto the card. And I was like, oh, not silver, because it's not tarnished. But they look really pretty and they're sparkly. So I wonder. So what do we think? Yes, white gold. And I was right. And then the tiny little stones are diamonds. So a little bit of white gold with diamonds. That was just on a Principles card that the charity shop had marked up for £1. So freaking bargain. Yay. So hapus iawn. They maybe keep us, I don't know. I haven't tried them on. I do want some nice white gold and diamond earrings, but I don't know yet if those are the ones for me. So we shall see. Now this one is a bit cool. You saw me got this in a job lot the other day. I just said, oh, that's a nice little St. Christopher with the blue guilloche enamel. Is it guilloche or just blue enamel? It's like an enamel wash. I thought, oh, well, that's a nice enough St. Christopher, isn't it? St. Christophers normally, they sell well, but not for loads, because, you know, they're not that rare. They're not that rare unless it says GJ on the back, and GJ as in George Jensen, silver designer. So it doesn't go for loads, but still about 3 times as much as a normal St. Christopher, or 3 to 4 times as much really. So happy to find that out. This is my 3rd bit of George Jensen, I think. So chuffed with that. Very chuffed with that. And now I think this is my last bit. And it's a bonkers one. It's a bonkers one. What is it? It is a beautiful, crazy charm bracelet. And it reminds me of the charm bracelets that I used to make using loads and loads of different kind of reclaimed beads and things and lots of different elements. And I would try and make up some kind of story as to what linked all of the elements together. Like I did one that was based around a disco, and it had like a faceted kind of disco ball in the middle with all these like crazy neon color beads. And then there's one that I based on autumn cannibalism by Salvador Dali, that was all like autumn tones and stuff. Now this is a bizarre one, isn't it? So we've got carved onyx, I think. So we've got butterflies, and then we've got this kind of, I don't know, Easter egg pattern, a little sun. It's definitely stone. Look at that, an arrow, that's pretty cool. It's definitely stone rather than jet, like Whitby jet. And then we've got all of these real pearls. So these like petrol grey and purple kind of pearls. And then all these flowers and leaves. And all in sterling silver with a gorgeous sterling silver clasp. Look at that clasp, isn't that beautiful? And then just the faintest, I think that says 95, but it might be a signature, I'm not sure. But this is all definitely silver. And absolutely stunning and totally heavyweight as well. But absolutely beautiful. One of my favourite finds for a little while, that I think because I just love these little black bits on it. They're absolutely gorgeous, and just that little flower, aren't they lovely? I reckon these are all handmade little bits, and then just twisted, wire twisted, and then I reckon the chain itself, like underneath, is handmade, put together as well. So just, ooh, that's beautiful, isn't it? I didn't make room for it. Oh no. Oh no. We'll move you up there and just pop you down there. There we go. Gorgeous. So yeah, that's everything today, folks. Thank you very much. I hope you have enjoyed. If there is anything here you fancy, please do not message through eBay or Etsy about them. No, because I will have to ignore you. Please message either through my email or Instagram, details of which are in the description box underneath this video. But yeah, if there is anything you fancy, except for the lion, then yeah, send me a message and we'll have a little chat. But thanks for watching. Bye bye now. Bye bye.